Okay, everybody, this is 6th grade math. We're getting ready to do 16.1. This is my, excuse me, this is my contact email for PowerPoints and video and solution PowerPoints. 16.1 measures of center. Here's the standard. This is beginning of a chapter in statistics, numerical data, classwork. There's 35 points of classwork. 4 points of note taking. Here is our bell work here. Find the quotient, write the remainder as a decimal. Students, find the quotient here, find the quotient here. Here would be your answer. Teachers, give your students about 5 minutes, and then the answer there is 1.24. Make sure they have their decimal point in the right place. Okay, page 1, classwork. When you start out these chapters with a reading, start up here, visualizing vocabulary, review words, average data survey. Use the review words to complete the chart. So definition, a group of facts, is the definition of this example. The grades of all the students in the school. And then the review word would be of this up here. What would that be? Data, survey, or average? A tool used to gather information from individuals. A questionnaire given to all students to find the number of hours each student spends studying in 1 week. And then here is your review word there. And then a value that summarizes a set of unequal values found by addition and division. Results of the survey show that students typically spend 5 hours a week studying. And then what's that word? So data is up here, a group of facts. Survey, a tool used. And then average is a value that summarizes a set of unequal values. Page 2 of our classwork here, students. Understanding vocabulary, complete the sentences, use our preview words here. Box plot, categorical data, dot plot, histogram, and interquartile range. Lower quartile, mean absolute deviation, median, and measure of center. So we got some beginning statistical terminology here. And then furthermore, measure of spread, mode, range, statistical question, and upper quartile. The average of a data set is the mean. The blank is the middle value of a data set. That would be the median. The number or category that occurs most frequently in the data set is the mode. Okay, so for here, your notebook students, how can you use measures of center to describe a data set? Finding the mean. A measure of center is a single number used to describe a set of numeric data. A measure of center describes a typical value from the data set. So page 4 in your notebook, students, one measure of center is the mean. The mean or average of a data set is the sum of the data values divided by the number of data values set. So page 5 in classwork here. Tammy surveyed 5 of her friends to find out how many brothers and sisters they have. Her results shown in the table here. So number of siblings for her friends. Model each person's response as a group of counters. Okay. So here we go. Amy has 2, Ben has 3, Cal, Don, and Ava. So right here is a visualization of this data set here. This kind of makes more sense to a lot of people. So classwork page 6, students. So B, now rearrange the counters so that the group has the same number of counters. So we have this here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Each group now has blank counters. This value is the mean. This model demonstrates how the mean evens out the data values. C, use numbers to calculate the mean. So the sum of the data values is 2 plus 3 plus, okay, we have 2 plus 3 plus what now? Each group now has 2 counters. We're down here. So 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 equals what? 10. So we have 10. This would be the mean here for this data set. How many data values are in the set? So how many data values are in the set here? Mean equals sum of data values. Here's your data values here. And then the number of data values. So how many data values are in the set? That would be, well, what's the sum here? And then the number, how many data values? I don't like this question, to be honest about it. So here's our blanks. We have 5 data values here. They call these data values. I'd say there's 5 different persons here with different numbers of siblings, okay? So the sum of the data values is when you add these up, and then you divide them by the friends that have siblings, and you get 2. So back when the other side where he had the counters, with 5, rather with 2 counters in each column, that would be the mean. That's what they meant by that. Mean. Okay, classwork page 8, students reflect. Can the mean be greater than the greatest value in a data set? Why or why not? So this is a good question. Teachers, let your students come up with an answer and then come back and say, well, no. Can the mean be greater than the greatest value in a data set? No, the groups with the greatest number of counters will lose counters to other groups in order to even out. It's like, huh? The data set. So the mean will not be greater than the greatest value. It can't be, because you're averaging it with the other values who aren't as high. Here's our homework 16.1. We have 12 points in this homework. And we have another table here. They want you to add up the data values and then the number of data values here. The mean number of pets is blank, so students come up with that. Page 2 of our homework, how many students were asked, how do you know? Several students were randomly selected and asked how many text messages they sent yesterday, so here we have text messages sent. And then page 4 of your homework, there are four whole numbers in the data set. The mean of the data set is 67. 3 of the data values are these. What is the 4th data value? And then if you want more of these lessons, PowerPoints, videos, solution PowerPoints, and tests, worksheets, and quizzes, email me here. I'll get right back at you. Thank you. Have a nice day.